same. And I haven't been really prompt with these things anyway, so I lost track of time though. I was busy watching watching that interview with Cat Williams. OMG. Yeah. So, yeah, not good. Not good at all, if you ask me. Anyway, let me get a deck out. I'll just go ahead and use this one. Well, what is this reading called? Let me figure out which one we're doing first. I know it wasn't the love reading, which is got the song in it from, what's her name? Oh, Alicia Keys. You Don't Know My Name. That's the song from the love reading. But let's see. Oh yeah, we're ecstatic. Yes, that is our energy. Like, life is good right now, especially if you're the collective, right? Like, there's just, you know, I mean, I just get confirmation of a good life, of, you know, forward move. Like, this is just, yeah. So, and that's just on the first split. But anyway, and yeah, you literally shine. People literally hate it. That's what they this is the image they put up. It's fine. No, it's fine. Like, that they don't really have much choice though, to be perfectly honest. Okay. They feel pretty outcasted, if you ask me. There's no hall passes being given. Yeah. There's no hall passes being given at all. There's nothing being, like, I get now nothing is being held back in the universe. I'm gonna just put it that way. Because if you are on the good side, you're receiving your own energy right back. So exactly how you respond is exactly how the universe responds to you. That's the new, what am I telling you? I'm telling you what it is. Ooh, what's this? Yes. Okay, so this is a quick message to the collective. So that being said, you're a powerhouse, right? You are a powerhouse. I woke up, right? I woke up like this energy. So being that powerhouse, sorry, I've got to be really careful with my shirt. Dancing in the mirror reveals a lot. Keep your arms down when you don't have on the correct undergarments. But anyway, listen. There's going to be fast communication, or it already is. Like, it's like, okay, the universe is what I'm getting from this is the universe is saying, as soon as you send out that energy, you know what you're supposed to be doing. As soon as you put a toe out, let's just say a toe out, you might as well just go for the foot, because you already know, like, if you get started, you're not going to want to stop. And this is business pursuits is what I'm seeing right now. Yeah. Definitely business pursuits. So go ahead and do what it is that you've been planning to do. Look. And I meant to turn the thing sideways so that you guys could see more of the table. I just didn't feel like moving anything at that point. That Justice card is popping out big time. So go ahead and do that. I guess this is the more of a collective reading. Because it literally is titled The Collective is Ecstatic. So, and yet the shine is entirely too bright. We know this. Okay. Let's see. So you're literally in a space of, let's see. Because I got some downloads and I'm just trying to make sure I give you guys the right ones. Okay, karmic readers. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. This is the truth bomb. Oh, as we know it, this is the truth bomb. Okay. So there are some karmic readers out there right now that are going to be coming out with their quote-unquote divine masculines. Now, I will say this. To this point, thus far, the individual karmic readers that are out that have masculines, you can kind of tell. You can kind of tell that like these masculines aren't there. They're probably being kind of like, I don't know if it's like bullied or what's that other word? See, this is shit I don't even be involved in. What's the other word? It's not bullied. It's blackmailed. Yes. So they're being blackmailed into this situation where they are being forced to pretend like it's this situation because they may have made money with these karmic readers doing Bitcoin and other little crimes. And the way this ties in, and oddly, because this is the download, the way that this actually ties in to this spirit's like, I'll say it if you can't. The way this ties into everything is because there's a past person of yours that you left and walked away from, right? That is involved with a reader. And I get this is heavily like if you're, yeah, it's a divine masculine. There's no karmic femmes out there that have been, well, no, let me, hold on. Let me not speak too soon. I don't get any other, no, I just get other people. I don't get any like witch, warlock, shape-shifting, like maybe shape-shifting, but like in a productive way, not in a way that would like disrupt your mental. Okay, so there's this karmic masculine. He's what do they call him? What is it? The ones that are all jacked up. Okay, the jacked up karmic masculines. The ones that be really flighty with their body, that just be everywhere. You know, the 4P ones. This person is, or these people have probably slept with at least 3 to 6 different readers. This person gets around, like this person travels to other countries and just, you know, Willie, I don't know whether to call him Willie Lump or Willie Big Dick. I don't know which one really can be considered at this point because this person essentially has spread disease. Now, the way this ties in is that there are karmic readers that have now contracted diseases just as well as there are karmic people like in the community too, because this person has just gotten around. It's crazy. It's like this person maybe within the last 6 to 9 months started traveling. What am I telling you? 6 to 9, 3 and 7 cups, 3 and 7. That's 10, right? Yeah, this person had way too many options on where they could go to kind of spread their little their seed of nastiness is what's over here in this 7 of cups. Yeah, and then the world card fell out, which makes me feel like a lot of people contracted something. Now just a little story time here. I know my karmic past person contracted something after we split. Number one, because I'm clean. Oh goodness, you gotta know it, baby. You gotta know it. You gotta know it. Anyway, so was because this person, just story time, okay? My karmic person, they got involved with someone like that was lived really, really in very close proximity. But their friend who owned the house or whatever that they were running this whorehouse out of, they, oh my gosh. They the friend of my karmic, his friend kept posting everything, so that's how I knew what was going on. So in one instance was because his friend would post every damn thing, so it's like I know for sure they got caught up in a lot of stuff because the friend was posting stuff, right? I talked to other people that were their friends that were up there that was like, no, this and that and the other, and it's kind of like, oh my gosh, it's super scary for them because it's super scary for them right now because they've got a whirlwind of stuff going on. And that's the other thing too that came, they've got a whirlwind of stuff going on in their world. They're holding back on letting that be known too, because it's lining up right here with the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. They're hoping that people just continue to look at them in a loving way, when the truth is that they're trying to go behind everybody's back and sabotage anybody that they possibly can. I see that right here. I'm just telling you, in these 2, 4, 6 cards right here. Bam, bam, bam. There it is. As soon as I put that 5 of Swords down. Okay, anyway. They're just being patient about what it is they're choosing to do. Anyways, what were we talking about? We were talking about they slept with multiple readers. Shit. Because that was some juicy bits of download that I got. So they slept with multiple people. Oh, and the friend was putting everything on Instagram. Right. Okay. So the friend was putting everything on Instagram, right? Now, mind you, before this happened, let's backtrack. Before this even happened with this person, there was something where they didn't have a phone, and I was like, okay, I have an extra phone. I'll let you use it. I logged out of my Apple ID. This person logged back in, my karmic person, logged back in and was using it. I'm telling you guys the truth. And was using it, right? And when they gave me the phone back, I asked them, did they clean it out and everything? They were like, yeah. But what happened was, A, I could see this person taking pictures of me. And I'm like, but we're talking. This is weird. But then B, when we stopped talking, I was able to see everything they were doing. One day I just happened to pick up the phone, not paying attention to which phone I was really picking up, and then hit on the Instagram, and they were still logged into the Instagram. So I see how this person gets down. I see how this person is moving. And I'm like, I don't think this is, listen, this was definitely the divine looking out for your girl. I'm just keeping it 100. The divine showed me everything that I needed to see about that person. But listen, I'm finished telling you the story. Okay, so now I'm in the phone, right? And I see everything on Instagram, and this person will send out like 30, 40 messages to women. In different states, cities, it doesn't matter. Country, it didn't matter. Same message, all of them. I was just kind of like, this is weird as fuck, you know? Women they know, women they don't know, all that. Then, I happened to see some email pop up, and I'm just nosy, so I went ahead and went through the shit. I'm just keeping 100 with y'all. Story time. So I went through the shit, and I'm looking, and I see in the records where this person has taken their father's home, pretended to be their father, stolen their father's identity, and sold their father's house right from under the father. That's one thing. Okay. Now, I also, in the emails, the same emails, see a bunch of arranged marriages that this person is setting up from out of the country. This is just me logging in to my phone, my device. I ain't in their phone. Let's keep it straight, okay? I'm in my own shit that they knew that they should have logged out of, and I asked, did you? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Anyway, so if I saw this much, what do you think a seasoned detective saw? If I just got this much information, I done seen the friends internet. I seen you guys run that whorehouse. I seen the young women under the influence. Some of them look like you couldn't tell whether they were coming or going. And I know some looks because I've been down in the tenderloins looking for people that I knew in my family. Okay, so I know what these fucking spooks look like. Okay. And this girl turned into like looking like a spook, because I'm watching the stories. I'm like, what? I got my popcorn like, what the fuck? Because this dude is not only like telling all their business and advertising it and helping to put the picture together. Like, it's like, okay, so if I could see this, you guys know that Instagram owns everything that you post, even if you delete it. They own it once you post it. Even if your page is private, Instagram owns it. Who do you think probably owns something like Instagram now that Facebook and all these other little apps is out? Who do you think has a hand in this? Maybe the government, possibly? Or, you know, something. You know, who knows what other establishments and acronym of groups and organizations that we don't know about that actually exist. I mean, they're just now showing us that they're invisible. China's like, oh yeah, by the way, we can see you, can't see us. Thanks, China. Anyway, people see your truth and how you are as a person. And this is really glorious. I feel like God is intended for this to be seen about you. But yeah, so the friend would just like give all the business on the Instagram. And so that's definitely where they're getting caught up. And then I also saw for myself, because I feel like there was a karmic energy that actually knows me, that's in the community that I'm talking about, that's been afflicted and affected and demolished, if you ask me. But one of them was kind of sending the energy of like, well, how is this anti, how are we going to jail? How are we, because you guys conglomerated, you guys were in agreement with someone who's got all their hands in all these different things. This person has probably borrowed money from loan sharks in reality. This person is a gambler. I saw that too. Like, they like to play these gambling things on their phone. So, you know, that high and that rush, you know, if they're doing this all the time in life, that's how they live, that's how they get down, that's how they go down too. I mean, it's a high and a rush when you get that boom, 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 boom. They just busted in. They not knocking. That boom, 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 boom was like 3 different areas of the house being, trust me, they did the house behind mine. And I watched them climb. I mean, you could go online and look up how they group up, because, I mean, you could watch it on TV. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing, but I'm telling you the truth. Intuitively, these people should know by now, but that's how one of the people was like frustrated. It was like, how do you figure we're going to jail? How do you figure the police are involved? Well, this person is already tied up in so many things. So many things. Ooh, they don't like that. So many things. So many things. Look, that's got them like that now. They wish they never even put out any liking towards this person. Judgment. That's what fell out. That's in reality what actually set itself down is judgment. That's what it is. That's why everything is happening the way it is, because the collective has been sitting on their throne, telling the truth the whole time, letting people come, seeing what they have to offer. When you throw some shit, okay. This is one thing that I learned. God humbles better than I can humiliate. I could fuck you up with the shit I could tell you about yourself. I mean, I'm just one of those people. You know what I mean? When I say something to you and it's meant to hurt, it's meant to hurt, and it's going to hurt. It will hurt, and it will hurt, and it will hurt. You, yeah. See the seat hurting. That ass be hurt if I say something. Okay? Because I don't tend to do that. So if you do something to me, I'm gonna just leave it there. Just leave it there. Just let it be, you know, a little slow burn. But anyway, moving forward. No, because we're still talking about these karmics and what they think we don't know and what they think is not happening, and how this is the thing. The reason why they're scared and even sending that energy out too, because it's not just for me, it's for the collective. The reason why they're even sending that energy out towards the readers and intuitive people is because they're scared as shit. They're scared as shit, and they want to see it, and they know they've seen too much. They've seen too much of the reality of it. Like, think about it. Someone's already got all these different things on their tail. I just told y'all about a whorehouse, right? I also just told you guys about arranged marriages from out of the country, right? And then I told you guys about, what's the other one? They had to have access to a lot of drugs and stuff, because they were throwing these big, you know, mansion parties and stuff with people. And not that I went to one party, it wasn't a mansion party, it was very kickback. I stayed for an hour, I left. I'm not that type of girl. Anyway, woman, whatever you want to call me, except don't call me too many things, yeah, because it will come back on you. Anyway, so they would do free food, free liquor, free drugs, free women, but I don't know if they were paying these women or not. I don't think they were, though. But then they started to blackmail the women later on by saying, oh, I'm going to release, I'm going to release videos of, because they were doing a lot of sex magic in this whorehouse. See, they don't think that people know anything. They were doing a lot of sex magic to try to, you know, keep people's affection and affinity. And then some of these people in these communities were at these houses and taking part in these parties. It could be from people from hairdressers to actual business people who work at the bank, who like military people, anybody you could think of. It's a whole community, you guys. That's what you have to understand. There's nobody. There's judges. I don't know what they old asses was doing. Probably. Let me go. I just heard somebody say getting their dick sucked. So I guess you get it how you live it. keep your eyes peeled. There's some stuff going down for real. Okay, so listen. These people were mingling around. Oh, this is the other part. Okay, so more story time. Okay, so my karmic, running the whorehouse is everything. When that shit got shut down, because the neighbors over there didn't like the first party that I ever went to, right? Which wasn't, to my understanding, wasn't shit to what was being done out of that bad boy months after I disappeared. But listen, so after that shit got shut down, right? The sex magic spot, the money host, whatever. This person goes out of town. It seemed almost like they were following me because I went to somewhere and then they ended up there too. And it was just really creepy that they ended up there. But anyway, we'll let that slide. I get the energy in my ear. My ancestors are like, nope, it's all in spiritual court. But anyway, so this person sends me, yep, this is when he caught that disease. That's what I'm going to tell y'all. Okay. Now, see, I had already stopped dealing with this person because the house that they were at, when this person asked me to come back over and visit, and I was like, okay, when and where? I was down for the get down. I'm not even going to listen. I ain't going to bullshit you. Just give you a Cat Williams story. Get all your money's worth tonight. Okay, listen. I was down to hook up with this person. Okay, because that's what it was to me. I just didn't want to go to the house that they were at because I felt like it was just bad energy like there. I did not like their friend. That was their friend's house. I didn't like it. It was after that they start running the whorehouse. Okay, it's after that everything kind of sped up. Okay, and they started willing that fortune for themselves. Oh my gosh, that sounds so ominous, especially since you see this card coming out. That's what the world gonna look like now. Damn. Okay, so this person ends up in California at the same time that I'm out in California doing some business stuff, right? I didn't think that what I was going to do regarding business would take place so quickly, so I had planned to stay for a month. So I'm out here in California for a month or whatever. This person ends up here around the time that right before I'm getting ready to leave. That's the world card, because now I feel like a lot of people are turned on their heads the more they hear the truth too. Anyway. So this person's here at the same time as I am. Then I leave town. This person sends me you know how, okay, so on iPhones, if you take a picture, it can be a thing called a live picture. And the live picture does not stop at the actual photo. The live picture will go on for a few seconds after you finish taking it, okay? Just listen to your detective friend, Natasha. I used to work, processing subpoenas. Don't get it twisted. Okay, so just listen. So sends me a picture asking if I can send him some money for a room at a hotel. This hotel, I guarantee you, was on Figueroa, or it was something that he divulged to me in the conversation. I was like, this nigga I wouldn't go over there. That's prostitutes. So, mind you, the card readings have already shown me that this person is trying to unfeel whatever it is they felt with me. But then they call me. It was just weird. It's just the weirdest energy of my life. Just about. Anyway. Anywho, so this live picture that they send me of the location not only is like the pay window for the hotel, like one of those bulletproof glass windows where you can just slide your money in, so it's probably hourly place, right? And I'm just kind of like, what the fuck is this person doing? Like, oh my gosh. This is crazy business. So the live video, when he finished, it was going up the opposite direction. Just to the side of him was some prostitute. I guess he was trying to get me to send him money to go be with this prostitute. It was weird. But you know that they do these things because they're all a part of these rituals. So they have to get you to do something in a specific fashion. Like they have to get you to give to them, or they have to have you on the phone. There's all these things that they have to do to kind of weaken you in some sense and help. Listen, I'm just shuffling and splitting and help to put you under these illusions. That's why when you separate from these people, you separate entirely. Entirely. You know what I mean? You don't keep any attachments. You know, that you got to remove all of this energy, all that heart space, all that heart chakra energy. Anyway, so I'll finish up my story time and get back to what's happening with these karmics in a minute. But listen, so I saw this prostitute after that video. And so from there, I mean, I might have been the type of person that was kind of like, okay, whatever you do up at that house, that's your business. You're young, you know, you're having fun and you're not my man, and you know, it's cool, whatever. But after that, I really had to take like a huge side eye. Not that everything else didn't already have me at side eye, because remember, I already turned down going out to this specific location, but that was literally the only thing that saved me. So, but something always saves us, right? So, moral of the story. But for these karmics, not so much. They've ain't no saving from this. You know what I mean? There's no saving from what they've done. So that's about the karmic readers. So there's a lot of the karmic readers actually are in the room. Damn. Eesh. I hear like a waiting room. Like, yeah, they're getting, like, a lot of these karmic readers are going to be getting their results soon. And I get that there's like 3 to 6, but it said almost 10. So I don't know. This person, you know, they took that Tupac song, I Get Around, very serious. I saw the Chariot. That's hecka funny. They took that energy very serious. I'm just glad I put it to rest when I did, because I didn't want, oh, goodness gracious. You know, that's the last thing you want, especially as a parent, to let some like fleeing get you caught up. But I can only imagine, like, imagine these people who are in the community that are presenting themselves as business owners, as politicians. Damn, that just slid out. Okay. And you know, people that, ooh, just with all these big illusions, you know, because a lot of these men were sleeping with that. Like, there are a lot of married men too. Okay, I'm not gonna say a lot. I'm gonna say there was at least 3 to 5 married men in this community sleeping with that man. I don't know if it was before or after, but they was bucket naked. They was. I should not be laughing at these people, but I'm sure they laughed harder at me, right? Let's just be honest. Ooh. These almost look the same, don't they? Look at that. This, everybody got this deck. Y'all done seen this card a million times. They look almost the same, don't they? That was another thing, though. People didn't realize, like, how many people were actually involved in this stuff. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what I was just seeing, because some of these old people, they need to sit their ass down, get in a recliner or some shit, find a show, a program, find a program. Shit. What I just saw, some of these older women, some people in these communities that are looked at like Empress energies, were actually in same-sex. Not that I have anything against any same-sex relationships. This is the thing that I have a concern about. The fact that you're doing this and it's not safe for the benefit of your family. These are women with children. But some of these women, their children are grown-ups too, because we was talking about these old heads. I get some of these women are like 66. That's just one of the ages that came out. I know I didn't just hear 82, 83, but wow. But I get the energy, like in these church covens, do you have to continue to do these play? That's what they call it, plays. Ew. Ew. Ooh. Yeah, that's the only way they'll be able to make the things work. I mean, you have to understand, you can't just do one thing or the other when you're in these things. You can't just be like, oh, I'm going to be a part of the chanting and the saying, the singing the songs and this and whatever it is that they do. And the candle magic, whatever it is that they do, but I'm not going to be involved in the other part of it. Yeah. Who is this? I got the energy of like this. At first I wanted to say this is some of the women's husband, but it was like, no, this is like a pastor, a leader of a church, a congregation. Or somebody. Just the other thing too that dang, I guess I'm supposed to say these things because there may be somebody who does not get this, the energy transfer and how they know and all this. So you ever go to join a church? Ever? Or you go up one day, you just really get the spirit, and you're like, I want to make a change, make that change, and you get called. You get called energetically to go up, to the pulpit and lay it all down. Get your cup of love and your grape juice and stuff. Get it. So when you join the church, oh wow, this is amazing. The cards that came out too. When you join the church, the person that comes up to you and like hugs you really long, that you feel like you have this special bond with, this person may have done all kinds of things to help you and be, there for you. And in reality, it's literally double energy just masked up. What was that other card? I don't even know. But it was literally double energy masked up. I think it was cups energy, like a queen of cups or king of cups. So the people that try to associate and, become besties with you, those are the ones. Well, for a lot of people, this is not going to be a reading that they are going to be able to, this is going to be a powerful reading for them. But some people don't realize, like, you have to understand what's really going on around you in order to really move forward and break free from it, That's just the reality of things. If no one says anything, then, so many people just stay stuck. Look at what fell out. I'm not making this up. The Tower. This fell right on top of the Victory. I'm getting the energy that like whatever victory they were trying to have in doing these things has been, resolved. That's what I heard. Resolved and dissolved. Wow. Yeah. It's like they're starting to feel the pains. Oh, dang. That's gross. You guys, I'm not trying to make this about anybody or anything, but the messages are the messages, and these downloads come when they come, and I kept my word to do my readings like I was called to do. Because the downloads, I'll be getting so many, and then I'll be like, forget it, I'm not going to do the reading. There's so much stuff, and I'm not going to remember, and blah, blah, blah. But y'all, this stuff be coming out tough. Anyway, some old lady is going to experience a lot more. Like, there's somebody who's older in a congregation. I want to say she's probably a pastor or something like that herself, who was maybe... anyway, who ran her own church as well, or something like that. Anyway, this person is now facing more illness. Previously, the family had presented the illness as like one thing, but in reality, I think it was always a disease. Not like, not like that, but, and that's the thing too about disease. But anyway, it was a disease. It's like chlamydia or something, but it went untreated for a severely long time, that it's like bringing her back pains, like a severe back pain though. And I'm only getting that because of like this shard here of glass that's on that person's back. Burning down the house. I keep hearing that song in my head right now. Burning down the house. They're trying to balance stuff out. Boom, 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 boom. Yep. Because they know they're going to lose their status and the way people look at them. Oh my goodness. I already know this person's husband or something like that is leaving them, because this came out in another reading. I remember this lady's wig or her hair or some shit. It's something about this big curly hair, this big hair. Yeah. And the husband's like, I don't know, he's kind of short, and I don't know. He's not short, but like, he's not tall either. Oop. They don't like you calling out their marital business, honey. That's what came out in these cards just now. Yeah, this is all going to be shown though. A lot of people are going to start seeing this with these people. But yeah, I get the energy too that like the collective, some of the collective is legit oblivious. Like there's so many people from the past, and it's almost just kind of like the collective is in a space of like, you don't even want to address it. You don't even want to, like, it's like what they don't matter. But it's just these people are continually facing whatever consequences, and then if you're anything like me, all of a sudden you'll get this like acknowledgement of a person. You'll be like, why did that person come into my head? It's because they're receiving their karma. It's because that's the motion of the universe bringing these people their cups back. Their cups back. That's what's happening in that energy. They are getting back all of the cups that they were putting towards the demise of your romantic movement and endeavors. That's why the shit is happening in their marriages. I guess this is specifically for those karmic people in the communities that are married too, like that, you know, because somebody was asking about how they're going to jail. Yeah, well, I read you some penal code shit. Y'all out in the cold. Y'all just better face your fears is the only thing that was coming out my lips right there. Face your fears. The man is leaving you. The community is going to know who you are. A lot of these diseases, they cannot avoid communicating because of the level of help that they're going to need, which is it's because it's exactly what they wanted for you. Okay? In some instances, these people wanted you, the collective, in wheelchairs and, you know, unable to move, this and that and the other, so that they could take over your existence somehow. Like, I don't know, walk in the place in the memory of you even. It's the weirdest, sickest shit I've ever heard of in my life. I know for me personally, I felt this overwhelming like download that someone was trying to come and, you know, RAP me and, you know, wanted to put me in some type of energy to make me feel so hurt and, you know, just, you know, and they were, anyway, I'm gonna let that go because those downloads be crazy. And I apologize sincerely for anybody else, like on behalf of these weirdos, not that it's any of my responsibility, but I apologize that you had to go through this kind of stuff, because some people actually have fallen prey to these attacks. Some people have went to jail because of this. You know, they try to get you put in jail, get you locked up, get you drugged, and, you know, just whatever. And I know about the people getting other people in jail because, you know, trying to hold your money. Yeah, collect. Because I found out from one of my friends when I moved back out here to Los Angeles, I was asking like, hey, what happened to so-and-so? What happened to so-and-so? Like, I've been messaging homie and he ain't hit me back. Like, that's my boy. Like, what's anybody seen him? And my friend was like, you asked me that a couple times, and I, you know, a while back I didn't want to say anything. And I was like, well, what happened? And he was like, well, he went to jail. And I was like, what? But me and the homie had talked in messages, and this friend always, like, I always knew he kind of liked me, but he was never like the type to go and cross the line and be like forward, and you know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't, I don't know, he just wasn't that type. He was always respectful. But then one conversation, he was pushing a little bit, and I was like, yo, what's up? He was like, he was just telling me like how I'm a bait click, you know, my pictures and stuff like that. And at the time I thought it was funny. I shouldn't have laughed right then. Okay, but anyway, I was bait click energy or whatever. And he was trying to express to me how he's like in this spiritual battle and we're not awakened enough. And this is before I'd awakened, of course. He was in this energy for sure. For sure. They had already had him laying down, probably trying to call for help with that phone in the hand. Because the way he was presenting himself to me on the phone was just kind of like, it wasn't our usual, like, you know what I mean? It wasn't the usual this. It was more kind of like this. You see? I'm saying. So he went on to tell me, like, we were talking, because at that point I had realized, like, a lot about my sensuality and my sexuality. Let's just say that. I realized a lot about that and how magnetic and appealing and attractive and good it was, right? The sacral energy. And so he was like, yeah, he was like, it's really healing, and I've always known this about you. And I've known this person for like 20 years. Okay. And I'm like, okay, you're kind of going left field, but you know, okay. And he was like, but you can help me. You can help me. And I did not realize then what he was saying. He was trying to like heal himself from whatever curse they had put on him. And he knew then that would possibly help I guess that's what I've been learning through all of this shit. This sacral energy is powerful as fuck. You got yours, I got mine. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, so listen. That person ended up in jail. And my friend was like, yeah, your homie went to jail for murder or some shit. He was like, I was like, murder? Like, that just doesn't even sound like this person. He was like, yeah, I know. And I didn't say it doesn't even sound like this person. I was like, murder? He was like, yeah, I know. He was like, I saw the video footage of him walking in the spot to do this or whatever. He was like, and it was him. He was like, but the dude that he was with didn't even look like the kind of cat that he would be hanging out with. He was like, at all. He was like, it's just weird. I couldn't see him doing that. And I was like, I know. Like, I couldn't see him doing that either. But in hindsight, Buddy probably just got all the way caught up. You know, these Cummins, they don't, you know, and dude always shined. Like, that was one of the things, like, that's why we were always able to be friends. Because when we met, I was single, but he was married, but we never, and then even when we were both single, it never really crossed the line. Like, I have a lot of male friends. That's one of the things, so I wonder about, like, well, I wonder how my divine masculine's gonna, he's probably gonna shut all that shit down, but anyway. You're like, yeah, so say bye-bye to friends. But anyway. But yeah, no, so this shit was happening long before. And that's the thing. People have to understand this stuff is really still happening. There are plenty of other people for them to go after. Look, I'm telling you, there are plenty more people who haven't awakened at all, who have started on their, you know, some people have awakened and it became too much work. It became too hard. It was like, okay, take the divine path, this solo mission, and carry this torch and grow things. I know your wand is not even planted in the ground, but I want you to go ahead and make it grow. But then and you got to leave all of this behind. That's what it looks like. I've seen people on the fence, not even on the fence. They're like, yeah, I know this is what we're working towards, but this, I got to keep this. I got to keep this. That's why motherfuckers can't go. I'm just saying. I'm just keeping it 100. You know how we do. This Queen of Pentacles keeps popping out too. Yeah, a lot of it was over money, over the illusion of money to some people. I was getting downloads today that the cartel is involved. They've backed off though, because whomever they sent to kind of move forward has realized that, like, I don't know, it's not like it wouldn't be worth it. I don't even know what the fuck they're doing. Like, I don't know what they're getting after. But what I understood from the download was like they're backing up just because intuitively, this is something about the intuitiveness. And I can't put my finger on it. It's kind of got them stuck, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so because what I also know about the scenarios is that in some instances, some people had connections to people that could actually, like, report